Hello everybody, my name is Vanilla the Star Bunny, and in today's video we're going to be talking about, well, actually we're going to be rating more Fursonas, but I actually want to get down on a more serious, grounded level. So, I've actually been doing this series for a short amount of time, and I honestly did not expect it to grow this high. I feel like with every video I've done, just talking about my viewers' Fursonas have been a lot to really comprehend because literally 12 days ago, I only had 475 subscribers. I didn't know within 2 weeks I would gain 25 more to even be at the point of reaching 500. So now I have 500 subscribers, and which is halfway from getting 1,000. And honestly, with how I feel really happy because not a lot of people can get the opportunity to be where I'm at. So I just want to thank you, my viewers, and my fellow subscribers, and like anybody who watches my videos. I just want to say thank you for just tuning in. It really means a lot, and I have no idea how to show how grateful I am. So maybe I'll do something big one of these days to celebrate this mile mark I reached. But anyways, let's just get on to the video. The first OC we're looking at today name is Strawberry Cheesecake. And honestly, when it comes to how I feel about this art is when it comes to all of the robotic based designs, I like this one the most out of all the other robotic based designs. Mostly the fact I really like the color palette and how it really does connect with Strawberry Cheesecake. I'm not gonna lie, when I first saw this, for some reason it reminded me of the strawberry syrup that you see at IHOP. I just found it really funny enough on how I got that connection. Overall, with how I feel the design, I feel like that design is both appealing and calming, that you can't just like chill with this whole color palette that they chose. I think the pink really complements the red, and overall I really like the dripping of the character design because I feel like, I don't know, like in my head, it for some reason it kind of reminds me of like blood, but at the same time, I feel like with the whole strawberry based design, I feel like it also, I mean, you can see it as a different thing, and so that's something what I kind of like and how you can see it differently. Overall, I rate this one a 10 out of 10. Alright, so another persona we have is this one, and I'm not gonna lie, I have no idea what the hell this species is supposed to be. If you're the owner of this species watching this video, I'm sorry that if you did mention something and I just wasn't paying attention. It's a really bad habit I do. I just kind of just don't pay attention sometimes. But anyways, so when it comes to how I feel about this art, something I really like is the purple mixed in with the lavender color. I feel like that they both complement each other really well. The yellow, I feel like the yellow was a nice accent color. I feel like it doesn't, it's not so bright and bold that it takes the full centerpiece, but it's just a nice little touch. When it comes to the overall cloak, robe, whatever thing, I think it's all right. There isn't really that much to talk about. I just think it's kind of bland. And the thing is, like, I'm not saying it because it has dark colors. I feel like that the colors itself are just boring a little bit for the cloak and robe. For the overall base design, I really like it. So, I mean, if we're talking about the base design as itself, I would say like 9 out of 10. If we add with the cloak, then it just turns into a 7 out of 10. Okay, so another person we have name is Lei Lee. I have no idea how to pronounce it, so whatever. When it comes to how I feel about this design, I like it. The colors are not only a dark, basic color palette, the colors itself, I feel like all of them don't stand out that much, meaning that with what I'm trying to say is that all the colors are shown passionately in their own way. I feel like the number one problem I have with this design is the overall the white just for the legs. I feel like it's kind of weird just having the legs full on white. It could be, I mean, I don't really know, because like the head is mostly black while the legs are mostly white, which I feel like that part, I feel like those are the parts that make it uneven. When it comes to the body, I think the body is fine or whatever. Overall, I give this a 7 out of 10. And we got this character. It's pink, and I got nothing to think. But anyways, yeah. Overall, I think the pink is cool. It contrasts with the red pretty well. Again, like the other one we saw. I don't really know. I feel like the design is basic enough to the point that you can kind of tell what it is, which is a bat. I think the nose ring is pretty cool. I don't really know what to say that much about it. I mean, this design is just basic, but it's just so good because it's so basic and everything managed to stand out. I think this itself is a solid character design, so I give this one a 10 out of 10. Another character design, Kiwi, the Snail Fursona. Honestly, when it comes to all the other Fursonas I've looked at, this one I think is the most interesting species because I've never seen a species done with snails. So when it comes to how I feel about this, I feel like that even though the color palette it's mostly like a chocolate mocha based color palette, I think that all the colors manage to stand out in their own rights. I don't feel like that there is too much of anything, and I feel like everything is done proportionally well when it comes to how the colors are used and how the design looks. I think the character itself looks really. I feel like what's the word? Okay, how do I say this? If you're the owner of this character, how I feel like what this character means to you, I feel like this character is like a comfort character due to the fact how warm they feel within their color palette. For all a unique character idea of using the snail, the design is pretty simple. Which again, simple is not bad, but like sometimes simple looks good, sometimes it doesn't. It overall just goes for how much you're putting into the actual character design. That all this stuff together could contrast. Like for an example, you can have a simple, cool design or a boring, overcomplicated design. I think this one's cool and simple, so I give this one a 10 out of 10. Anyways, that's pretty much all of them. I had no idea I would be getting so many characters I would eventually be talking about, so if you're interested in the series, please like and subscribe to help me grow my channel, and so we can eventually reach that big prize goal of 1K subscribers. Anyways, that's pretty much all I have to say. Thank you for everybody who submitted their works. See y'all later.